So, hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today we are going to talk about Avatar, as you might have spotted on the thumbnail. Basically, I've been a huge fan of Avatar since I've watched the first part when I was like 11. I was so obsessed with it. Yeah. And after I watched the second part, I was so inspired by the Metkaina, by the water tribe, that I thought to myself, okay, how would Navi look in the Arctic or in the desert? Yeah. How would they look there? Yeah, and I was inspired to start designing them on my own. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what I think Arctic Navi would look like. And a little disclaimer before that, I did not use AI for any of my sketches. I do remember at the time when I did the sketches that AI just came out, and I remember searching for references on Pinterest and seeing the AI generated pictures. And I was so flabbergasted. I was like, oh my god, it's possible to generate pictures out of nothing? AI is crazy. But anyways, we're not talking about AI, we're talking about Avatar. Where did I get my inspiration from? James Cameron. I remember that for the Metkaina, for the water tribe, he used the Maori as inspiration. And so I thought when creating the Arctic Navi that the Inuit would be a great inspiration. And a short disclaimer before that is I hope that me using some parts of the Inuit culture is not offensive. And if it is, I would love to hear some feedback in the comments. I would love some kind feedback because I think the harsh ones are very hard to digest. So yeah. But anyway, so let's start with my first sketch. You will probably see it here. Yeah. So it's a woman that I made, and you can already see that she has lighter skin. About the churli, the Inuit used either walrus ivory or bones or caribou antlers for their churli. So I thought that maybe the Navi might use bones or something like that as well, because I think it makes sense that is like the closest thing you can get in these cold regions. So as you can see, her headpiece is made out of bone, and also I got inspired by the little animal in the middle because the Inuit also used to carve animals out of the bones, so bears, birds, or seals. And then her tattoos, I also got inspired by the Inuit. So the ones for the body are called kakini, and the ones for the face you call tumi, and I hope you pronounce them like that. And they have different meanings. The women in Inuit culture mostly wear the tattoos, and the ones on the face, for example on the chin, represent having the first period. And also the V on the forehead also represents womanhood. And I also heard an amazing story of an Inuk woman, and she said that they used to tattoo, when they got pregnant, they used to tattoo their thighs. So when the child gets brought into the world, the first thing it sees is a work of art. And I think that's something so beautiful. I can't even put it into words. It's amazing. So I thought that maybe the Arctic Navi would wear some tattoos as well. Obviously, they would also have warmer clothes, as you can already see. Like, they would wear some furs and to, I don't know, survive in the Arctic. Let's continue and let's compare the forest Navi with the Arctic Navi, so the Omaticana, or I have no idea. So here's the comparison between forest navy and Arctic navy. So what you can see firsthand on is that the Arctic navy are broader. They have more muscles. They just, yeah, they have to have more fat on their body to survive the cold. The next thing is their light skin. So I already mentioned the light skin. They obviously would have to camouflage themselves in the snow. And yeah, that's why their skin would be lighter. Don't ask me why I did not make the hair white as well. I actually don't know, because I already had a person asking me that. And I actually don't know, because I did these sketches like 2 years ago. I don't know what was going on in my head, but I guess I just thought that it would be more realistic than having black hair than white hair. I don't know, just let me know in the comments if you think white hair or black hair would be more realistic. Yeah. Then I also made them a bushy tail. I think that makes so much more sense, and it's such a cute detail, just like the fluffy tail. And then I also thought that they would have broader feet. So the hobbit feet are coming back. I thought that it makes so much more sense because reindeer, their hooves, they get wider when they step on the snow so they do not sink in. And I thought that makes so much sense. So why would the Arctic navy not have these as well, the broader feet, to not sink into the snow? And then I also thought that they would have more narrow eyes to just not get as blinded by the snow. They would probably not walk around this naked, but I guess maybe they would be more tough. So let's continue with the animals. I actually have so much more inspiration now, so I will continue sketching Arctic navy, and maybe I will make a part 2 if you want a part 2. The first thing I designed was this deer. I actually got inspired by Dinosaur for its face and by a deer for its feet. The face is from a dinosaur, which I do not remember. That was 2 years ago. Maybe I can find the dinosaur and can put it in here and the name with it. I think this would be just there for obviously meat and also for the fur and also to carry their luggage and their things. Next thing, we have the squirrel, which looks weird. Why did I design it that weirdly? And then I have some other sketches as well. So here's a soldier or a warrior that protects the town, the village. He would look like this. So here you can see their more warmer clothes, and doesn't he look great with a spear? And yeah, and then here's also a design of a mother with a child, and doesn't it look cute how she carries the child in her little yeah, I don't know the name actually. I'm actually German, so my English is not fluent, but she carries it in her bag, like it's so cute. And then we also have that Zahik obviously is not allowed to be missing. And then I also have some other warriors. Here's a short, yeah. So then we have another warrior. Then we have another one. Doesn't he look so badass? And then we have this woman. She's also very badass. Here. So that's it with the video. But there's actually a little bonus that I have for you guys. So before the third part came out and I found out that there will be a volcano navy, I also got inspired and sketched one myself, how I think they would look like without having seen how they will look like. So here's the sketch that I made. I thought that they would have definitely a very dark blue to camouflage themselves in the dark stone. And also I thought that the little dots on their skin that glow so beautifully, that they would be orange to kind of remind oneself of the volcano, and the eyes obviously orange as well, and that they would use volcano stone as jewelry. So that's the sketch. Yeah, James Cameron, if you see this, please hire me. Please hire me, please. So what do you think Arctic Navi would look like. You can let me know in the comments down below. In the next video, I'm going to talk about a story that I made up of the Navi. And I hope you have a very nice day, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for staying until now. If you want to see more things of myself, follow me. You don't have to, but I would love it. I would appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, then bye. Have a nice day.